Simultaneous linear equations. In this video, we will learn how to solve a system of linear equations using the elimination method. Simultaneous linear equations are two linear equations that must solve at the same time. Simultaneous linear equations also are known as system of linear equations. The elimination method. The goal of the elimination method is to make the coefficients of x or y the same size but opposite in sign, and then add the equations. This has the effect of eliminating one of the variables. Let's solve this system of equations. We notice that the first equation has a 3y term and the second equation has a minus 3y. The coefficients of y are the same size but opposite in sign. These terms will cancel if we add the equations together. That is, we will eliminate the y terms. At the equations, add the x's, the y's, and the constants. The y's will be eliminated. Now solve for x. We can divide throughout by 5 to solve for x equals 2. Use either of the original equations to find the value of y. Choose the equation that will solve most easily. Substitute x equals 2 into the second equation and solve for y. Y is minus 2. The solution is x equals 2, y equals minus 2. Let's solve this system of equations. Before you begin, be sure the variables and constants are lined up, one under the other. If needed, rearrange the equations until this occurs. Rearrange the first equation to line up the variables and constants. You can eliminate the x variable if you add the opposite of one of the equations to the other equation. Rewrite the first equation as its opposite. We can create this by multiplying the first equation by minus 1. That means both sides of the equals sign. Now add the equations. We cancel the x's and solve for y. Y is 5. Substitute y equals 5 into one of the original equations and solve for x. Substitute y by 5 into second equation and solve for x. X equals 1. The solution is x equals 1, y equals 5. Let's solve this system of equations. Look for terms that become eliminated. The equations do not have any x or y terms with the same coefficients. Multiply the first equation by minus 2, so they do have the same coefficient, but opposite in sign. Now we can cancel the x's and solve for y. Substitute y by minus 5 into the first equation and solve for x. The solution is x is 13, y is minus 5. Let's solve this system of equations. Look for terms that can be eliminated. The equations do not have any x or y terms with the same coefficients. In order to use the elimination method, you have to create variables that have the same coefficient, but opposite in sign. Then you can eliminate them. Multiply the top equation by 5 and multiply the bottom equation by minus 3. So we can cancel the x's. Now solve for y. Substitute y by 3 in the second equation. Solve for x. The solution is x is 2, y is 3. If you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask or suggest anything. I will be grateful.